Okay, we are joined by Obi Toppin and Trey Landers with Dayton. We're going to start with questions for the players. Anyone have questions? All right, right here in the front, on the right, please.
Obi, how much fun are you guys having out there right now? Everything's clicking.
Knowing what we've been through this whole off season and summer, it's a good feeling being in this position right now, just because we know how hard we worked to get here, and so this opportunity to play in the championship at the Maui Invitational it's a great feeling.
And Trey, they cut it to 14 at one point there, and you guys had to put it in another gear and really put it away. What happened at that point?
Coach Grant always preaches to us, like, we know basketball is a game of runs. Virginia Tech is a really good team, so, they was going to come back with a punch at the end of the day. We knew that was going to happen. So it was just all about us weathering the storm. We had adversity before, just about us facing that and us staying together, I think, was the biggest thing. So we did that as a team, and we went on a run again. And after that, our defensive, intensity just went through the roof, and I think that's what won us the game.
Thank you, Trey. We have one on the left front.
This is for Obi. When you were on the free throw line in the first quarter, I know someone was yelling something down. You kind of looked to the stands, and at that point, you kind of turned it up. You get to a point where people are trying to find ways to get under your skin. How do you maintain your composure?
It's basketball, so people in the stands is going to do that. I use it to help me. I use it for energy. It pushes me to play harder and to get the crowd hype. Our fans were getting hyper while all of us was telling them to get loud, and it was just an uphill from then on.
Thanks, Obi. We have one on the front left as well.
Speaking of your fans, fellas, they were chanting with just over a minute to play their "We Want Kansas." You guys feel the same way?
The biggest thing for us, we just worried about who's winning the next game. We don't know who's going to win, So, the fans are going to be fans. They're going to chant what they want. But at the end of the day, we just focus on what we do, whether BYU wins or Kansas wins. We just got to lock in on what's going on. So we're not really worried about that part of the game.
Thanks, Trey. Any other questions for the players? Front right.
Obi, your mom and Victor arrived just before the tip. Did you get to see them? Did you know they were there?
Yeah, I seen them walk in, but I was so focused into the game, I didn't get to say what's up to any of them. So I'll see them after the game.
And we have one on the left.
Trey, between the way you guys are playing and your style of play and your fans' reaction, it seems like you guys have kind of got like a little yin-yang kind of going back and forth between the two of you, your fans and you guys. Is there something, I know you have massive support at home, but is there something kind of happening here? There's just something in the air?
Nah, I play with a lot of passion in the game. As well, so we know when the fans get into the game, it just boosts up our energy, so when a big play happens, I look to the crowd and I just do this, and obviously that kind of, my saying is give them more, so they kind of get louder, but I think it just pumps us up, and our fans is a big part of us, when we play and go on runs, so I think the biggest thing is just when we have them, it just helps us even more, so they're always impacting to the game, either whether we win it or whether we lose it, so we just thank them a lot.
Thank you, Trey. Any last questions for the players? All right, we'll let you two get back to your team. Coach, would you like to start with an opening comment or go straight into questions?
Yeah, well, just proud of the effort our guys put out tonight. I thought, we knew coming in Virginia Tech is, from just a coaching standpoint, a lot of respect for, Coach Young and the way his teams play. They're a tough guard. The stuff they run is really difficult to guard, especially on a one-day prep. So I was really proud of our guys for being able to lock in what we needed to do. They're a prolific three-point shooting team, and we knew that. I'm looking at the stat sheet here. They got looks like 21. Is that right? 21 three-point attempts today, and made 8. And we knew coming in that would be a huge key to the game. So I thought, the first half, I thought our guys' energy and their alertness was really, really good. Like any good team, they made a run in the second half. And I thought from the 8-minute media to the close of the game, our guys took it to another level defensively and were able to put the game away.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open up for questions. Front right.
Hey, Coach, I'm looking at the stat breakdown, and it's crediting you guys on here with 20 dunks in this game. Can you speak to you guys getting the ball inside like that and just that interior dominance today?
Well, I thought that there were points in the game where we didn't really understand the advantages that we had in terms of some of the shot selection, but I thought really down the stretch of the game our guys understood where we had an advantage, and we really honed in on that, and I thought they did a really good job to finish the game. I think all year we've been one of the more efficient teams in the country when you look at it from an offensive standpoint. So for us, I think it's just understanding who we are identity-wise and trying to stick to that identity.
Thanks, Coach. Front left.
Hey, Coach, can you talk about your fans? They were obviously excited. Great game today for them to watch, but can you speak to how boisterous they are?
Well, that's if you ever get a chance to come to Dayton, Ohio, you'll know that's the everyday thing for our fans. We got some of the greatest fans in the country. You can see by the way they travel, the way they show up here, and they love the Flyers. So I can't thank them enough for coming out here and giving us all the love and support that they give us.
Front right.
Hey, Coach Grant, Tate Frazier here. I just wanted to ask you, we keep asking about the fans, the Dayton fans, but you got your family up in the crowd. I saw at one point OB's pointing up to your kids, I believe, and just excited and celebrating. What's it like to just have your family here in such a a big moment for the program and just see it all come together?
It's great. Ask me when the American Express bill comes at the end of the month. I'll probably tell you better. No, but it's great. Obviously my wife and my 4 kids are here, and they're for my kids, their first time in Hawaii. So getting a chance to enjoy this experience and obviously to come out and support our team, it's great to have them here and get a chance to experience this tournament.
Thanks, Coach. Front left.
Were there telltale signs through preseason that you guys had the potential of being this cohesive and together this early on in the season?
I said this the other night. Our guys, they love each other. And it sounds like a cliche, but from the summer, we've got a group of guys that they enjoy being with each other. When they're not out here on the court together at practice, you'll see them hanging out together. They go to lunch together. They hang out. They're with each other. When we're not doing basketball stuff, they enjoy each other's company. They enjoy being with each other. So that's always a good thing. And for us, we're 5 games into this thing. You know what I mean? So, we understand that, and we understand that we have room to grow as a team, and this is a great tournament for us to find out about ourselves, and we're excited that tomorrow we get a chance to compete for a championship. So we're taking it one day at a time, and just looking forward to continuing that process.
Thanks, Coach. Any last questions? All right, I think that'll do it.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay.
We tip our cap to a really good Dayton team, exceptionally well coached Dayton team. They took us behind the shed and whipped our hind end. And Coach Grant they're going to have a really good year. So are we. They got the better of us today. We'll live to see another day, and excited about coming back over tomorrow and representing Virginia Tech. Y'all go ahead.
Thank you. We'll open up for questions for the players. Front left.
For both of you, what was it about Dayton that surprised you early on that you didn't anticipate today?
Nothing surprised us. We just came out with bad energy. I kind of felt it from like layup lines. Our energy was kind of low. We weren't as upbeat as yesterday. We knew how good they were, and we knew they were a great team. And they came out with a fight from the first media timeout. You can tell the energy was high. The fans were in it. It was like a home game for them, and all caps to them. Great game.
Thank you, Abisa. Hunter?
Yeah, just like what BD said, they great team, came out with more energy than us, and we never matched it from the point of the game.
Thank you both. Any other questions for the players?
Mark, get out of here. Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it.
We'll open it up for questions for Coach.
Anything, guys? Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Coach.